said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
So let's get down to the nuts and bolts of what's going on at Grossenberg Implement this week. Nuts and bolts are on sale. Save 8% on bulk SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts. This week only at any Grossenberg Implement location. Start the year off right and ensure you have plenty of bolts, nuts, and washers on hand, and at a great discount. 8% all SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts only at Grossenberg Implement, and only this week.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Have all of your painting supplies at the Paint Store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs, Governors, and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
You by Montana Dakota Utilities. First for the Wall Eagles in the backcourt, a 5'4" sophomore Nora Dinger. Her sister 5'8" senior Ava Dinger also starts, along with 5'9" senior Deanna Forbear. And on the blocks on the front line, 5'8" junior Skyley Wagner and 5'10" junior April Scholes. For veteran head coach John Hess in his 15th season as the head coach in Wall, 237 wins and 99 losses. The MDU Stanley County starting lineup comes in 30 seconds after this from Montana Dakota Utilities on KGFX.
Montana Dakota Utilities' slogan, "In the community to serve," goes beyond providing safe and reliable natural gas service. MDU and our dedicated employees are committed to the communities they serve, work, and live, just like the dedicated area students and coaches are committed to having the best season possible. Best of luck for a successful season to all area teams from Montana Dakota Utilities, proud to sponsor the area youth.
3 seniors start for the Stanley County Buffaloes. Their parents and they were saluted before this game today, although there are a couple of more home games left. Taylor Stroop, the 5'3" guard. Carly O'Connor, the 5'8" wing player, and the 5'10" post player Jordan Sosa. Also starting for the Buffs, 5'7" sophomore guard Maddie Duffy, and 5'11" post player, the sophomore Cadence Hand. For head coach Keely Braceman and assistant Sarah Campa, those are the MDU starting lineups today. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team, and they remind you to buckle up every trip, every time. Now, here's the law on the court, and it's brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. The introduction of today's officials in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
It's your lucky day. You've just won a sweepstakes and you received a cashier's check to cover the cost of claiming your winnings. All you need to do is deposit the check and wire a portion of the money to pay those fees. There's just one catch. It's a scam. If you deposit the check and wire the money, your bank will soon learn the check is a fake and you are responsible to pay it back. The Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection wants you to know that counterfeit check scams are on the rise. For more information, contact their office, 1-800-300-1986.
The veteran Louis Young leads today's officiating crew. He is joined by Jeremy Michelson and Dan Swenson. The law on the court brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre, varsity doubleheader time as the Stanley County Buffaloes take on the Wall Eagles. And that is it for our Becky Potsaba State Farm pregame show. Settle in on this day before that some other sort of game they're going to have. Hey, this one's important too. Stanley County and Wall in a varsity doubleheader. And we'll have today's action for you when we return to Parkview Auditorium in 2 minutes here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre is your one-stop for fencing materials and supplies. Sioux Nation handles Red Brand steel posts and barbed wire. They carry staples, wood posts, both blunt and pointed, railroad ties, continuous fence, and guardrail. Sioux Nation sells quality Gallagher electric fence products, electric fence wire, heavy-duty tread-in posts, and insulators. Remember your high-quality Sioux steel gates. Mending your fences is almost enjoyable with help from the folks at Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre.
10 cents off per gallon. That's right, get 10 cents off per gallon at the corner station in Pierre. Every time you pay with cash or check, you receive 10 cents off the posted price of gas for your vehicle. Save more by going inside the corner station and shopping specials on beverages and snacks. And when you purchase 8 gallons of gas, you earn discounts at car washes, helping you save. The Corner Station, just above the train bridge in Pierre.
Lower your payment with great rates from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Now's the time to refinance your vehicle with rates as low as 2.3%, plus no payments for 90 days. Meet the new friendly faces and great customer service at Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, North Garfield Avenue at the Northridge Plaza, complete with a convenient drive-through lane too. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
For reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work, call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956.
At Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre, time for basketball. The Stanley County Buffaloes meet the Wall Eagles in a varsity doubleheader. In fact, we're not far from the Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre opening tip. We'll hear from those good folks at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre and then come back with the action in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli department, the freshest and best quality in the area. Check out their hardware department as well as the rest of the store. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, convenient.
Ready for basketball? At Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. Let me make a little bit of a correction to the starting lineup. Paige Kerstad is starting and not Skylie Wagner. Kerstad is a 5'9" sophomore. So the starting five for Wall are Nora Dinger, Paige Kerstad, Ava Dinger, Kiana Porbear, and April Scholes. It is for Stanley County, Taylor Stroop, Maddie Duffy, Carly O'Connor, Jordan Sosa, and Caden's Hand as they're being introduced right now by Bruce Bresee. Stanley County in their home white uniforms, purple numerals and letters in the gold trim. And the gold and purple piping, lady buffs above the number on the front wall, and solid, dark, almost royal blue uniforms. White piping on the sides, white numerals and letters, wall above the number on the front, that eagle logo above the number on the back. Paige Kerstad is set to jump center against Caden's Hand. We hope you enjoy the action as we get set for one more. This is our last regular season varsity doubleheader here on KGFX. Stanley County and Wall with the boys action ahead. Stanley County later today will try to break their 3-game losing streak. And now we're ready. Louis Young's not going to put the ball in the air. I believe that's Mr. Michelson who does. Anyway, it's Wall who wins the tip. We hope you enjoy the action. Remember, watch it at the KGFX page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber, and Wall is shooting at the bucket to your left in this first half. It's Nora Dinger with it on the right wing on the angle, guarded by Stroop. Brings it up top to April Scholes. Left wing now for Ava Dinger. To Paige Kerstad, down to 13 on the shot clock. Into the lane, April Scholes. Left of the lane, here comes a drive by Kiana Porbear and counted with a foul. Porbear took the feed on the left block, a little fall away from about 7 feet, but drew the hack on Maddie Duffy, and Wall leads early on 2-0. And Porbear will try to make it a 3-point play early at the line. Does not, but the rebound is taken in, and a follow by April Scholes for 2. So it is 4-0 quickly for Wall. First possession for Stanley County. Sosa left wing to Caden's Hand. Left wing on the angle, Stroop. Sosa sets a pick And it's moved to Maddie Duffy. Ball knocked away, but Maddie regained it. Skipping on the right side to Stroop. Right baseline O'Connor. A little turnaround. One-hander falls in. Carly O'Connor with her first two. 4-2 Wall. Just about a minute gone. Last year in Wall, the Eagles were 44-24 winners. They've won all 9 meetings since this series began in the 2012-13 season. Ava Dinger, right baseline. Poor Bear open on the other side this time and scores again from 3 feet. She has 4, and Stanley County throws the ball away down floor. Ava Dinger with a steal. It's 6-2 Wall as they have it again. Nora Dinger inside. There's Poor Bear again doing what she wants in the block. She scores from the left side, this time from 4 feet. She has 6, and that's the Wall lead at 8-2. Pass to O'Connor, nearly stolen. Another pass nearly stolen, but it's to Stroop in the front court. Bounce to Sosa. 17-footer is missing. That rebound brought in by Taylor Stroop. Nobody from Wall could handle it, and Stroop scores with a layup. Good hustle by Taylor Stroop. 8-4 for Wall. 6:06 in the first quarter. Scholes, right wing Ava Dinger. Kerstad at the foul line with a jumper. It's off the glass and rim. Rebound loose. Maddie Duffy has it. Stanley County looks for points and back-to-back possession. Stroop, right wing to O'Connor. Stroop up top. Open. 3. Yes! Taylor Stroop has 5 quick ones. And that's the 5-0 run for Stanley County to cut Wall's lead to 8-7. 5:36 in the first quarter. Nora Dinger with a lob. Sosa got a hand on it, but Kerstad is there to take it. Now she loses it. Caden's hand has it. Second Wall turnover. Stanley County looks for the lead. Stroop handed to O'Connor. Now on the left side, Duffy. Sosa trying to move left lane line. Cut off well by Scholes. O'Connor with a spin between the rings with a Sosa pick. A bounce on the right side to Stroop. Taylor to Duffy, down to 15 on SC's shot clock. 5:08 first quarter. O'Connor in the right corner, just below us. We're in a regular perch, which we always like here at Parkview. 6 on the shot clock. Stroop in the lane with 4 on the timer. Stroop traveled. They worked the shot clock way down. But then a shuffle with the feet by Stroop is the second Stanley County turnover. 4:57 to play in the first quarter. Wall, not long ago, led by 6, but now that lead is 1 at 8-7. Ava Dinger with the right corner, open 3 that missed everything. That rebound is taken in by Poor Bear, and once again, Kiana scores on the baseline. 8 of the 10 for Wall by Kiana Poor Bear. 10-7 Wall, and Corey Gabriel comes into the game for the Buffs, the 5'8 junior wing player. Pressure here as Duffy brings it to Stroop, and up ahead, O'Connor was the one who came out. It is a bounce from hand for a turnaround on the lane by Sosa. Falls in from 7 feet. Jordan Sosa's first 2. Wall by a point again at 10-9. 4:24 in the first. Kerstad, little fadeaway right baseline. No good, but an offensive rebound again. This one's by Scholes, and she's fouled. And all 3 of Wall's rebounds so far have been in the offensive glass. It is the first foul on Jordan Sosa of Stanley County, and the first free throw is missed here by Scholes. High school basketball on KGFX, brought to you by Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation and Fort Pierre and Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. They both missed, and Corey Gabriel has the rebound. Stanley County again with a chance for their first lead. 10-9, Wall 4-13 in the first. Ava Dinger got her hand on a pass. It went out of bounds. It'll stay with Stanley County. Still 28 to shoot. Well, after it was 8-2, the Buffs have put on a charge. You heard how Keely Braceland said she was very proud of the way they played against Miller, even though it ended up being a 13-point loss. Gabriel in the lane. Guarded closely by Poor Bear. Handed to Stroop, right wing on angle. 16 to shoot. We're midway through the first quarter. Duffy on the left side for a cutting Sosa. Left lane line about 7 feet. Bounce it to Duffy outside the arc, comes to the foul line. 8 on the shot clock. Right wing Gabriel on the baseline. Pass knocked away. April Scholes made the steal. Brings it down floor for a layup that missed. But there to follow another offensive board and put back. This one's by Ava Dinger. And it is 12-9 for Wall. And again, another offensive board leads to points for the Wall Eagles. Stroop on right wing on the angle. Sosa with a pick. Oh, Stroop dribbled it off her leg then. Taken down by Kerstad. To the glass. Drives. Threw it over the rim. Tip of that rebound. It is Noradinger in the lane. And then with a runner from 11 feet, she scores. Another putback. 14-9 for Wall. 5 rebounds for the Eagles, all in the offensive glass. Gabriel nearly dropped the ball, able to regain it, though. Now her pass is tipped and stolen by Kerstad. 6 first-quarter turnovers. It's down to Ava Dinger, front court. Left baseline, drive, score. And a timeout for head coach Keely Braceland of Stanley County, as now the lead is opened back up to 7 for Wall. 2:49 left in the first quarter with this Agtegra timeout. And it is Wall 16, Stanley County 9. This is a 30-second timeout, so we're back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
Wall is 8 of 11 shooting, but 4 of those made buckets have been putbacks. Well, defense is part of the game, but Stanley County knows you got to get in and rebound. They've been out-rebounded 5-3, but as we say, every one of Wall's 5 boards so far offensively. Stroop, pass, knockdown, nearly by Stefan, who's into the game. Now it's loose on the floor, and it's a dual possession. Will stay with Stanley County. Alexis Stefan is a 5'8 sophomore who's just entered for the first time for the Wall Eagles. Carly O'Connor is back in for Stanley County, and the freshman Morgan Hoffman, the 5'5 freshman, has come in. Hand bounce into the lane for Sosa from 5 feet, scores. Good pass from Hand to Sosa. She has 4, 16-11 Wall. 2:26 in the first half, or in the first quarter, I should say. Poor Bear with a pass in the lane and a foul on the floor before the shot was taken. It is on Stanley County, and it is on Caden's hand. That's her first, and the Buffalo's 13th foul. Poor Bear will inbound to Scholes, drives for another layup, where they're getting just a lot of looks on either side of the block. Scholes with 4. 18-11 Wall, 2:13 first quarter. The Eagles are 9 of 12 shooting. Stanley County's 5 of 6. Hand on the left wing to O'Connor. Hand again. Bounce going for Sosa. Sosa with a turnaround on the lane from 14. This one's off the back iron, and April Scholes rebounds. So only the second miss on the floor for the Buffaloes. They have had 6 turnovers. Ava Dinger, or Nora Dinger it is on right wing. Handing it to Skylie Wagner, who has come into the game now, the 5'8 junior. Nora Dinger with a pass down low. It deflected, intercepted Taylor Stroop. Just the second Wall turnover there. Long down floor to Hoffman on left wing. For Stroop for a left wing 3 over Dinger. It's missing. Sosa with the offensive board. 12 feet right side. That shot missed. Forbear rebounds. Down floor for a layup that's short. And Taylor Stroop has the Stanley County rebound. And down floor, the pass is too far and out of bounds for another turnover. Paige Kerstad back in for Wall. Maddie Duffy has re-entered to give Taylor Stroop a rest for Stanley County. 104 first quarter. Wall with the ball and an 18-11 lead. Ava Dinger's back in too for Wall. Stefan with a pass down low, knocked out of bounds. Good play by Caden's hand to prevent Kerstad from what would have been another shot on the blocks. It'll stay with Wall. 21 on the shot clock for them. 57.7 left in the first quarter. Part of a varsity doubleheader. Boys action still ahead here on KGFX. Ava Dinger. Pass outside to Kerstad. Bring it on the right wing to Poor Bear. 13 on the shot clock, 48 in the quarter. Stefan, left wing It is a turnaround by Dinger in the lane. Missing. Rebounded by Maddie Duffy for Stanley County. 36 seconds in the first quarter. 18-11 Wall. Both teams shooting well early on in this game. Hoffman tries to make one from the left baseline. Missing. Goes hand with the offensive board. Follows and scores. There's a putback for Stanley County and some hustle by Caden's Hand. 18-13 Wall. Down to 17 seconds in the first quarter as Ava Dinger works it on the left wing. For Wagner up top on the right side of the lane. It's a hook that's missing by Kirstad, who gained her own rebound and put it in. 3 seconds and 2, 20-13 Wall. Duffy with a heave from beyond half court is short. So Kirstad with that follow at the end of the first quarter to give Wall a 20-13 lead over Stanley County. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard, Wagner Auto, the one place to go. The second quarter is next. We're back in 1 minute to Parkview on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
So let's get down to the nuts and bolts of what's going on at Grossenberg Implement this week. The nuts and bolts are on sale. Save 8% on bulk SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts. This week only at any Grossenberg Implement location. Start the year off right and ensure you have plenty of bolts, nuts, and washers on hand, and at a great discount. 8% all SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts only at Grossenberg Implement, and only this week.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Ball basketball to begin the second quarter in the girls varsity action. 20-13 Wall on top, coming in with a record of 15-2, second in Region 7B to the defending state champion White River Tigers, who has given this Wall team one of their two defeats. Nora Dinger up top to Paige Kirstad. Right wing Alexis Stefan. April Scholes in the lane. A handoff to Scholes from Kirstad. Shot missed, but Scholes gained her own rebound. Banked and scored. Another offensive board. That's 7 of the 9 rebounds for Wall on the offensive end. 22-13 Wall, their longest lead now at 9. Underway second quarter. Bad pass intercepted. Stanley County's 8th turnover leads to a layup for Nora Dinger. And the officials will stop play for a moment, but Dinger has her second bucket. And that Wall lead now at 11 at 24-13. Now Kirstad is out and Kiana Poorbear comes back in. So a double-digit lead has been built quickly by Wall, and some pressure in the backcourt as Stroop handled it, but a foul. This one's on Ava Dinger. It's just the second that's been called on Wall, and Ava's first. 3 team fouls on Stanley County. Nope. Beg your pardon. The first that's been called on Wall. It's not Vandenhimmel very quick on that scoreboard. Obviously quicker than I am. Hand on the right baseline. Fall away. Oh, rimmed out on Cadence. A very tough break. Scholes with the rebound. Soft touch, but not quite enough. And now a traveling violation called here on Wall for the Eagles' third turnover. Stanley County at 3-14. Their remaining games on this floor next week, including one we'll have here on KGFX Tuesday against Kadoka area. O'Connor in the right baseline. Lob it to Duffy, to Sosa in the old circle. Left wing hand just inside the arc. Bounce back to Sosa. Fade away, foul. Good job by Jordan. Put that shot in the air and see if you can draw a foul. Maybe it'll go in. Didn't go in, but the foul is on April Scholes of Wall, her first, and the Eagles' third team foul. And the Buffs know they have to take advantage of these opportunities at the line to try to stay close, but Sosa misses the first free throw of the game for Stanley County. Is still 6 of 11 shooting. Wall is 12 of 18. The turnovers by Stanley County, 8. The second free throw good. And offensive rebounds by Wall have made the difference so far, and that's why Wall leads 24-14. 6:40 first half. Nordinger with a tough pass caught near the bench, then knocked out of bounds by Taylor Stroop of Stanley County. It'll stay with Wall. And it'll be inbounded by Ava Dinger right in front of Buffalo Boys head coach Max Foth, who wants to see his team break their losing streak a little later here today. Nora Dinger between the rings. Right wing to Sister Ava. 6:28 in the first half. 10-point Wall lead. They've led by as much as 11. Lob for a cutting Ava Dinger and a great pass from Forbear, and a little fadeaway shot hits from 6 feet. 6 for Ava Dinger, 26-14 Wall, 6:10 in the first half. Duffy to hand all the way to the baseline, and Cadence drew a foul on a good drive. Another one on Scholes, and that's quickly 2 on April. And 3 team fouls on Wall, so Scholes comes out in favor of Skyly Wagner. Stanley County ball with 6:08 left in the first half. Carly O'Connor, Jordan Sosa, Cadence Hand, Maddie Duffy, Taylor Stroop are there 5. O'Connor bounced to Sosa into the lane. Right lane line hits from 11 feet. Sosa has 7. 26-16 for Wall. 5:55 first half. Forbear to Nora Dinger up top to Ava Dinger, left wing on the angle. Outside the arc, O'Connor intently studies her play. Right wing to Nora Dinger on the angle. Between the rings. Hand off to Forbear. Finds Stefan. Lob pass. A little too far for Wagner, but she's able to tap it to Forbear, but she missed on the baseline. Maddie Duffy rebounds for SC. O'Connor with a bounce to Sosa. Stroop, left wing to Duffy, just inside the arc. 5:23 in the half. Stanley County with the ball. They're down 10. A handoff to Stroop. Along the baseline. Bounce pass. Never made it to hand as it was picked up by Forbear. And then a foul on Cadence Hand. And that's 2 on the sophomore and the 14 foul. Now Carly O'Connor comes out and Morgan Hoffman back into the game, the freshman. Wall with a 10-point lead, 26-16, 5:16 in the first half. Paige Kerstad, Ava Dinger, Kiana Forbear, Nora Dinger, and Skyly Wagner are the 5 on the floor for the Wall Eagles. Nora Dinger into the lane with a drive. One-hand runner from 9 feet. Not falling. Sosa trying to grab that rebound and got it to Duffy. She's in a little pressure. But now Stanley County is able to bring it down the left alley. Hoffman bounce to Sosa in the lane. Good for a layup. Good task there. And Jordan Sosa's having a fine first half with 9. 26-18 Wall. 4:40 in the first half. Lob, good play to Wagner. And the ball knocked out of her hands with a foul. Great pass from Nora Dinger to find Skyly Wagner. And she'll have 2 free throws after the second foul on Maddie Duffy and the 15th foul on Stanley County. High school basketball. As the first free throw misses on KGFX is brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Station and the Crossing, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, and Ferding Electric. Corey Gabriel is in for Jordan Sosa after she picked up that second foul. Wagner will have 1 more free throw. This one good after Wall had missed their first 4 at the line. The Eagle lead is 9 over Stanley County, 27-18, 4:35 first half. Hoffman, right hand dribble, bounce down, trying to find Gabriel. It ends in a dual possession as Skyly Wagner grabbed it. The arrow does stay with Stanley County. 24 on the Buffalo shot clock. 4:27 remains in the first half. Wall with 8 from Forbear, 6 from Ava Dinger, 6 from Scholes, leads 27-18. Jordan Sosa, who's on the bench at the moment, has 9 for Stanley County. Hand to Stroop to Duffy, right wing on the angle. Right corner, it's Hoffman. A pick by Duffy, now pass back to Maddie. Baseline drive. Bounce to Gabriel from 5 feet. A two-hander is good. Corey Gabriel scores the first bench points. 27-20 for Wall. Pass down low to Wagner again. Set up well again by Nora Dinger, and Wagner scores on the left block. 29-20 for Wall. Now midway through the second quarter. 3 points for Wagner. A bounce to Stroop from Duffy. Baseline. David Dinger cut her off. Now Duffy up top for a 3 that missed everything. And it's out of bounds to Wall. Back in is April Scholes for Skyly Wagner for Wall. Scholes back in there with a couple of fouls. 3:45 in the first half, and Scholes has had a couple of put-back baskets among her 6 points. Ava Dinger, right wing. Nora Dinger wants a three, short on the right side, but the long rebound is brought in by Poorbear. And a new shot clock for Wall. Her stab between the wings. Left wing Ava Dinger, 3:20 in the half. Guarded by Hoffman. Scholes now on the right side for Nora Dinger. Nora with 17 on the shot clock to Kerstad. Now down low on the baseline. Good pass from Poorbear to Dinger, and she's fouled. So this time Nora, the recipient, draws the foul on Taylor Stroop. The first on the senior, the 16th foul on Stanley County. And the first of two no good by Dinger, and Wall's struggling at the line, still only 1 of 6. Now Jordan Sosa back in with her 2 fouls after a short rest. Corey Gabriel out for Stanley County, 3:08 in the first half, 29-20 Wall. Nora Dinger with 1 more free throw. This one's good. Back to a 10-point Eagle lead. 30-20, 3:06 first half. Still 61% shooting for Wall and 60% for Stanley County. So both teams shooting excellently. Hand with a bounce to O'Connor, right of the old circle. Return for Hand over Scholes. Tough shot there. May have forced it a little. Missing and rebounded Kerstad. Good defense to force that force. Ava Dinger with a left wing 3 on the other end. That's missing. Good position by Jordan Sosa. Bringing it back is Stroop. Down floor. Too much on the pass. The idea was good, but too much on that pass. Past Caden's hand on the bounce and out of bounds. As Alexis Stefan is back in for Wall. 2:33 in the first half, 10 Stanley County turnovers. Wall has only 3, and Wall has a 10-point lead of 30-20. Stefan for Scholes up top. Right wing on the angle, Poorbear. Kerstad to Stefan again as they work around the perimeter, and they've taken their time with plenty of possessions. 13 is on their shot clock now. Ava Dinger, they're just looking for someone to cut on the baseline. Kerstad, kick it, left side. This is Poorbear from 16 this time. Missing, rebound is loose on the floor, but it is Kerstad to pick it up. And give Wall a new possession with 1:53 left in the half. And they'll take some time again. Ava Dinger, bounce to Kerstad, right block. Well, the fall away's good. That play's working for them a lot. Kerstad with 4, 32-20 for Wall, 1:38 in the first half. That's the longest lead for the Eagles. Duffy took the bounce from Stroop out front. Back to Taylor in the right corner. Pass to defender, shot from 15 feet, right side. Rebound after the miss by Kerstad. With 1:20 in the half, the ball knocked out of bounds by Stanley County. So up to a 12-point Wall lead, now their longest of the game. They've never trailed so far in this game today. As moving inside with the Buccaneers, Kerstad. 34-20 Wall. That longest lead now 14 with 109 and a half. Hand on the left baseline took the pass, and it was deflected out of bounds by Wall on the shot. So Stanley County will keep it, and Skyly Wagner is back in for Wall. 1:06 in the half. 26 still on the Buffalo shot clock. And out of bounds as Hoffman stepped on the baseline as she was inbounding the ball. 11th turnover on Stanley County. 1:04 in the first half. Wall has led all the way. Stanley County got as close as 1 at one point, but it's a 14-point lead now at 34-20. Ava Dinger with a bounce. Deflected. Saved by Dinger, but it's going to go into the backcourt. That's a violation. The defense there on the interior by Stanley County forced that turnover. And since it went into the front court, that's where Stanley County is going to inbound it on the right sideline. Chloe Fortune makes her first appearance for Wall, a 5'3" freshman. As the senior, Kiana Poorbear, comes to John Hess's bench. 48 seconds in the first half. And substitution by Wall, who leads 34-20. Duffy left wing open. Here comes a three. Off the glass and rim, but the offensive rebound is by Stroop. Duffy, right corner, Hoffman. Shea wants a three. This one is off the rim. Sosa with the offensive board. 30 seconds left in the half. Ball deflected. Came back to Duffy, and then pushing her is Ava Dinger. That's Ava's second. Team foul number 4 on Wall. 26 seconds. Shot from the left corner by Duffy. Misses on another three. Try. Dinger rebounds. Shot clock off with 16 seconds in the half. Ava Dinger handles up top for Wall, who's going to have a double-digit lead at the break. Right wing, it comes to Kerstad for a jumper with 7 seconds that's missing, but the follow is good by Chloe Fortune. Another offensive rebound and putback. And Stanley County can only get a desperation heave as the first half ends by all those offensive rebounds, and they have made a positive difference for the Wall Eagles to lead them to a big halftime lead. And our halftime score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard is Wall 36, Stanley County 20. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre since 1907. The CHS River Plains halftime report comes next from Parkview Auditorium, and we're back with it for you in 3 minutes. But before we take that break, we'd better tell you that driven by the Office of Highway Safety, this is 1060 KGFX Pierre, rebroadcasting on K276GT 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. You booze, you cruise, you lose. At CHS River Plains halftime report in 3 minutes on 1060 103.1 KGFX. Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank. Providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Wall Eagles took advantage of the turnovers by Stanley County and a lot of second chances, and they build up a 16-point lead in girls action at Parkview Auditorium. At the half, 36-20, Wall leads Stanley County, and this is the CHS River Plains halftime report. Thank you for being with us. Wall, they tend to have balanced scoring. They have today. Kiana Portbear, a lot of those buckets early on. She had 8. Paige Kerstad with 6 for Ava Dinger. 6 points and 5 rebounds also for April Scholes. 5 points for Nora Dinger. 3 for Skylie Wagner. And 2 for Chloe Fortune. Stanley County had 9 in the first half from Jordan Sosa. Played for a bit with a couple of fouls, but never got to a third. 4 rebounds also for Jordan. Kaylee Stroop had 5. And 2 points each for Carly O'Connor, Cadence Hand, and Corey Gabriel. Wall has never trailed in this game. Their largest lead is what it is now, 16 at the half, and they shot 59%, the Eagles did in the first half, on 17 of 29. They only tried 2 threes and missed both. Stanley County in the 50s and 60s shooting for a lot of the first half, ended at 43%, 9 of 21, 1 of 5 on threes. Stanley County 1 of 2 at the line. Wall just 2 of 7. Rebounding advantage for Wall, 17-13, and 10 of the 17 offensive rebounds for Wall on the offensive end. 11 turnovers on Stanley County, just 4 by Wall, who led 20-13 at the end of one. Now lead 36-20 at the half. Boys action is still ahead here on KGFX. And let's take a moment to recognize what Stanley County gymnasts did today, taking part in the Class A individual competition in the state gymnastics event at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. Very good performance by Summer Peterson, tied for 9th on the uneven parallel bars. Her score 8.067. A good job by Summer. Elena Hebb was 36th in the vault, also 40th in the balance beam, 36th in floor exercise. And Rachel Nemec also qualified in 2 events. She was 29th in the balance beam and tied for 20th in floor exercise. So congratulations to the Buffalo gymnasts that ended their seasons today in the individual part of the Class A state meet. The Pier gymnasts taking part right now in their individual AA meet, and that's ending things at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. Chamberlain, by the way, 3rd yesterday in Class A in the team event. Here at Parkview Auditorium at halftime, it is a 36-20 lead for the Wall Eagles over the Stanley County Buffaloes in the girls' half of the varsity doubleheader, with boys action still ahead later today, as Stanley County will try to break their 3-game losing streak. They're now at 11-5. Wall has dropped 2 out of their last 3 coming in. That boys action is later. We still have a second half of girls play coming up, and that's our CHS River Plains halftime report. Second half of action coming up in 2 minutes. Glad you're with us for high school basketball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Do you you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Wall Eagles have a 16-point lead at the half over the Stanley County Buffaloes in the girls' half of the varsity doubleheader at Parkview Auditorium, 36-20. And our next basketball here on KGFX will again feature these Buffalo girls. It's their next to last game of the regular season, and it'll be another team from Region 7B, the Kadoka Area Cougars. We'll have that for you Tuesday night here on KGFX, coverage at around 7:30. And just like today, see it at the KGFX page at the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com, which is all brought to you by Bauman Lumber. And then we'll tell you about this later on. We have on stations of the DRG Media Group the remaining Stanley County Buffalo boys regular season games, including today's, of course, which will follow this one. But they have 3 left, and all on stations of the DRG Media Group, and we'll run that down as we move along in the afternoon. And also, don't forget Tuesday night on River 92.7, your Governor girls basketball hosting Brookings at the Rigside Gym at 6:30. Oh, my goodness. What a job the Governor girls did to come back last night in the first Capital Cup girls game from 17 points down to tie it, but Bismarck held on for a 4-point win at 48-44. Governor boys, not too bad against Bismarck in the first half. 1 run at the start of the second half did it, and the Demons won in the renewal of the Governor's Cup 73-60 last night. They'll play at Brookings on River 92.7 Thursday. Here we go with the second half. Throw in by Wall, brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Ava Dinger with a baseline shot to start the half. She scores. She's up to 8. Now 38-20 for Wall. Nora Dinger, Paige Kerstad, Ava Dinger, Kiana Borbear, and April Scholes for Wall. A 3 from the left angle is missing here by Maddie Duffy. Kerstad with a rebound. Drive by Kerstad misses, but the follow is good. There's another putback. April Scholes. There are 7 putbacks now today for Wall. She has 3 of them. She has 8 points. 40-20 now. Wall by 20. 7:15 in the third quarter. O'Connor up top to Stroop. Left wing Duffy open for a moment, but found hand inside. And she hit a 6-footer left of the lane. Second point. Second bucket for hand. She has 4 points. 40-22 Wall leads. A minute gone in the third quarter. Haley Stroop, Maddie Duffy, Carly O'Connor, Jordan Sosa, Cadence Hand to start the second half for Stanley County in white. Wall in blue as you watch at the bucket to your right with a drive that's missing here by Nora Dinger, and Haley Stroop rebounds for Stanley County. Up top, open for a 3. That's Duffy, but it's off the back rim. And Kerstad rebounds. Front court, making a drive is Nora Dinger, but stripped from behind, and foul 2. First team foul of the second half on Stanley County is the third on Cadence Hand. David Burrow with you, Trinity Pearson, our studio coordinator, Brian Menning handling the video today, and glad to have you with us. 6:25 in the third. Wall by 18, and with the basketball leading Stanley County 40-22. Kerstad, hand guarding her, tried to knock the ball away. Nora Dinger found Kiana Porbear. Lane line jumper left side, no good. There's another put back and follow that's good by Scholes. And it is rare that she's been boxed out today, and the Wall lead is 20 again at 42-22. 2 minutes gone in the third. Duffy, and in the passing lane, but Scholes couldn't take it away. Instead, Stroop has it for a layup. Well, it was one turnover each way, but Stroop picked up the loose ball after it was knocked away. And it is 42-24. Those are the first points of the half for Stroop, and she has 7. Drive inside is missing. O'Connor with a rebound for the Buffs. Down floor to Stroop for hand on the right block with a one-hand shot that's good. off the fast break. 42-26 for Wall, 5:20 in the third quarter. So when the turnovers haven't been happening, this Buffalo team shows that they can move the ball well. But the turnovers and the lack of success in preventing Wall from offensive rebounds is hurting them today. But here is not good news for Stanley County. The fourth foul on Caden's hand as she tried to prevent Kerstad, did so from a bucket, but also picked up foul number 4 in the process, so she comes to the bench, as does Carly O'Connor. Corey Gabriel and Morgan Hoffman in. Ann's a sophomore, but has become more and more of an important player this year, and she's off the floor now. Ava Dinger missed a left wing 3, and April Scholes tried for another offensive rebound, but this time couldn't hang on to it, and it's Stanley County ball. It's into Hoffman, some pressure by Wall, but into the front court to Taylor Stroop, knocked away and out of bounds by Wall's Ava Dinger. This is something that this Wall team will do, and they have held opponents down. Rebounding and that pressure defense, a large reason why they can. Here is a drive, trying to put it up is Duffy. It was deflected out of bounds by Wall. And Hoffman inbounds to Duffy on the right wing. Open, here comes a 3 off the back rim. Nora Dinger with a rebound. SC only 1 of 8 on threes. Down floor it comes to Paige Kerstad for a layup. She has 8. 44-26 for Wall. 4:35 in the third quarter. Stanley County with Stroop to Sosa in the lane. Trying to drive on Scholes. Kick out to Hoffman right angle. Into the corner on the right side for Gabriel. Baseline drive against Kerstad. Lost her dribble, but finds Hoffman on the right corner. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Hoffman to Duffy out front. 8 to shoot. Stroop in the lane. Bounce it for a 17-footer by Gabriel that's off the rim. Scholes a rebound on the defensive end this time and brings it down to Kerstad, who's fouled. Another fast break. Wall with another run out. Trying for another layup. Corey Gabriel prevented it, but picked up her first foul. 13 foul in the second half on Stanley County, and Paige Kerstad has a couple of free throws here. First, rattled out, and Wall's only 2 of 8 at the line. Scholes out, Ava Dinger out. Kiana Porbear and April Scholes, or should say Skyly Wagner, return. One more for Kerstad. That also missed, but trying for another offensive board is Wagner. She doesn't quite grab it, but the arrow does point to Wall, and now head coach John Hess wants a 30-second Agtegra timeout. 4:03 left in the third quarter. It's Wall 44 and Stanley County 26, and we'll return in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
About midway through the third quarter, Wall has led by as many as 20. Their lead is 18 now at 44-26. An Agtegra timeout. Acres Ahead can improve your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Pressure nearly forces a steal. Now Duffy is fouled. Stroop had some trouble getting the ball to Duffy because of that pressure, but now on the overplay, Kiana Porbear picks up her first foul. And the first of the second half on Wall. Alexis Stefan in for Ava Dinger, who would only come in at the dead ball. Stroop with a bounce. Nearly dropped by O'Connor. Back to Stroop. Bounce on the left baseline. Hoffman playing with hands, 4 fouls. Left wing Duffy open for a 3 off the rim, but Corey Gabriel with the offensive board. Fires. Flat-footed two-handed shot, misses. Didn't drive toward the goal. Porbear with the rebound. And down to Nora Dinger, who is upset by the second foul of Taylor Stroop. Open in the left corner off the inbound. Nora Dinger, but a three missed everything. But here's another offensive board. This time it's Alexis Stefan. Drive knocked out of the hands of Dinger. Puts up with it and puts it up anyway. Kerstad with a follow. She's fouled. Missed by Kerstad, by Dinger led to the offensive rebound by Kerstad, but all of that led to the first foul on Carly O'Connor. Wall continues to dominate in offensive rebounds. Nora Dinger into the lane. Nice little hook pass for a driving layup that's good by Poorbear. She has 10, so does April Scholes. Now a 20-point lead for Wall at 46-26. We have 3:05 remaining third quarter. On the baseline, this is Hoffman. Out front, Carly O'Connor wants a three, but it's off the back rim. Nora Dinger with the rebound all the way down floor for a try that missed, but once again, Kerstad on the offensive glass, and she's fouled. And Stanley County really struggling there today. Second foul on Corey Gabriel. First free throw missed here by Kerstad. Jordan Sosa back in for Stanley County. Ava Dinger is back in for Wall. We have 2:48 in the third quarter. Wall by 20. They've led by as many as 22. 46-26 the score now. The free throw good by Kerstad, and her 9th point. She'll come out in favor of April Scholes. 47-26 is the lead for Wall, and some pressure leads to head coach for Stanley County, Keely Braceland, calling a 30-second Agtegra timeout. 2:43 remains in the third quarter. Wall also take 30. It's Wall 47, Stanley County 26, and we're back in 30 on KGFX.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Off the timeout, Stanley County basketball in the front court. A bounce to Sosa in the old circle. Left wing in front of the arc, it's Duffy. Left wing on the angle to Stroop. Into the lane for Sosa on the entry. Kick it to Hoffman inside the arc on right wing. Sosa playing a high post. Comes to the left part of the lane. Finds Hoffman for a 14-footer that's missing on the right side. Poorbear rebounds now for Wall, who's led all the way in this game. They're out lead 21 now. It was 22. Good pass inside from Dinger to Poorbear for another layup on the block. Well, for Poorbear, and that lead is 23 now for Wall, their longest. 49-26, a minute 55 left in the third quarter. Lob from Sosa, deflected, but came to Stroop. Kick it out right wing. O'Connor, an 18-footer. Off the rim, ball loose. Sosa picked it up. Her shot is short. Sosa gained another one. And this one rimmed out. Oof, rebounded by Poorbear. 3 chances for Stanley County, 2 of them by Sosa. Drive is missing here by Ava Dinger. And Carly O'Connor with a rebound. Stanley County down 23, 120 in the third. Sosa outside the arc, pass deflected, came to Sosa. Now a drive by Stroop, lay in. Haley Stroop with her third bucket. She has 7. 49-28 Wall with a minute 9 left third quarter. Poorbear. Lob, too far. Scholes couldn't save it. It's out of bounds to Stanley County. Just the 6th turnover today on Wall. Chloe Fortune back in for Wall. Making her first appearance is a 5'7" sophomore Jada Cusser. Kusser. Hoffman down the right alley, the freshman for Stanley County with an O'Connor pick. Finds Sosa at a high post. Bounce up, stolen away. Bounce pass was taken away by Ava Dinger, who drives for a layup that misses, but the follow good by Jada Cusser, who just entered. And another put back. Goodness, for Wall, who leads 51-28. Sosa on the left baseline for Stanley County. Fell down. That's a travel. And the 14th turnover. Macy Paulson enters for the first time for the Wall Eagles. She's a freshman, 5'4", so John Hess likes to use a lot of players and has the chance to today with this big lead. Scholes, 27 seconds, right wing to Poorbear, to Cusser. Now on the left side for Chloe Fortune. Game clock and shot clock basically the same. Poorbear right wing on the angle, guarded by Hoffman. Pass two out to handle for Scholes. Then it's tipped out of bounds by Wall. So there's 7 turnover. Now April Scholes is out, and Cadence Cusser makes her first appearance. She is a 5'6" sophomore, and also in for the first time, Taylor Dart, a 5'5" freshman. So everybody John Hess has now appeared in the game. Sosa dropped it, handed it to Duffy for a three that is off the rim, and it's Taylor Dart with the rebound. 2 seconds and one, they won't get a shot away, but Wall has the 23-point lead at the end of 3 here at Parkview Auditorium on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. Wall 51, Stanley County 28. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. In 1 minute, the fourth quarter from Parkview on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
592.
Well, the most telling number in this game that is of the 33 rebounds the Wall Eagles have, 16 of them are offensive. Their rebounding advantage is 33-20. Their score advantage as the fourth quarter begins is 51-28 over Stanley County. Wall with the arrow and the basketball as the fourth quarter begins. Poorbear into Dinger as the main players are in there. Wall hasn't quite used everybody they have, but we may see Taryn Shearer as this game moves along. Ava Dinger in the lane, stopped by Sosa for a right wing three. That's good. Knocked down by Nora Dinger, the first made three by Wall today. It's only the fourth one they've tried, and it's 54-28. On the other end, Sosa left one short. Held ball, and the rebound will stay with Stanley County. But good defense over there by Scholes, and then she was the one who tied it up, but Stanley County keeps it with a new shot clock. O'Connor looking for someone open, just barely went off a Stroop shoulder and intercepted. And here comes the speedy Ava Dinger. Down floor, then had it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Wall. A lot of runouts. Both Nora and Ava Dinger are quick. 7.5 minutes to play. Wall has their last two at home, by the way. Here is a three that is missing. There's another offensive rebound by Scholes. Half of their rebounds offensive, 17 of their 34. Dinger down low for a layup by Poorbear. 14 for Kiana Poorbear, leads all scores, 56-28 Wall. About a minute gone in the fourth quarter. The Eagles are going to be 10-0 since this series began against Stanley County. Stroop, pump fake for O'Connor, right wing on the angle. Carly has one bucket today. Hand back in there with 4 fouls. Sosa passed up, didn't make it to the baseline. There's an interception by Nora Dinger, down floor for a Poorbear layup that missed. Kerstad's second try missed. But here is another offensive board, and a fall away by Nora Dinger missed. But another offensive board. It is Kerstad, and she's fouled. This is getting to be hard to believe. 3 more offensive rebounds for Wall. And the third foul on Stroop. Team foul number 7. A 1-and-1 here for Kerstad, and Page hit it. 57-28 for Wall. 6.5 minutes left. A running clock if this one goes in. It's on the way, and it's missing, but a follow by Poorbear misses. She has another one and misses that. And now it is picked up by Kerstad. Well, I don't think I've ever seen a team have this many offensive rebounds in a game. At least not this big a domination on it. This is something else. Scholes on the right wing for a 3 by Poorbear. This one short, and Stanley County grabs the rebound this time. It's Maddie Duffy. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Wall. Well, you know that this will be stressed before the last couple of games for Stanley County. Get after it on that glass. Don't let a team have all the second chances that Wall has had today. Stroop in the lane, fouled with 5:48 to play. That's the second foul of the second half on Wall. It's the second on Poorbear. Substitution as Jada Cusser is back in for April Scholes. Wall all the way in this one, leading 57-28 with 5:48 to play over Stanley County. Who has the ball now? Duffy. Bounce. It's behind Sosa. She can't catch up with it. It's out of bounds, and it's the 17th Buffalo turnover. The rebounding advantage is 40-22 for Wall. And 23 of the 40 rebounds for the Eagles are offensive rebounds. Drive into the lane is too high and off the glass. This one was by Nora Dinger, and Taylor Stroop runs the long rebound down for a layup by Duffy. Good hustle there by Stroop. Duffy's second bucket, 57-30. And Wall's long pass down the floor is too far and out of bounds. As Chloe Fortune is back in, replacing Kiana Poorbear, and what a game she's played. It's Elric's on Tuesday next week. It's Hill City next Friday for the last 2 regular season home games for this Wall Eagle team. Regionals a week from Tuesday, believe it or not. Down low pass from Sosa to Caden's hand, but she couldn't hit the layup. It rolled off, and Nora Dinger has the rebound. 4:55 remaining. Wall with the ball and a 27-point lead. Fortune now in right wing for Alexa Stefan, who's back in there. Took the pass from Kerstad. Finds Jada Cusser. Now for a drive that's over the rim by Dinger, and Duffy rebounds for SC. Long down Florida. Sosa for a layup by Jordan. 11 points for the senior. 57-32 Wall with 4:25 remaining. Boys action still ahead, and Bauman Lumber will have our player of the game in our postgame here on KGFX. Stefan for Dinger in the right corner. Screen set for Dinger with a lob in the lane for a drive on the right block and a hoop for Kerstad. She has 12, 59-32 for Wall. 4:05 remaining, and Stanley County head coach Keely Braceland wants a timeout. We'll have new players in after this Agtegra timeout. Acretech can maximize your firm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. A 1-minute break, 59-32. Wall leads Stanley County with 4:05 left, and we're back in 60 seconds on KGFX.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup? Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pier and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Corey Gabriel tried to drive, but a held ball gives it to Wall. Gabriel has come back in. Morgan Hoffman is back in. Kason McGee makes her first appearance in the game for Stanley County, the 5'9 freshman. And Alejandra Juarez, the 5'6 junior, is also in. Juarez got a hand in the pass of Wall and knocked it out of bounds. Wall has brought in Taryn Shearer, so now John Hess has used everyone he has. Skyly Wagner is back in, too. As it's JVers now with 3:43 left in this one. Well in hand for Wall, 59-32. The Eagles will be 16-2. In for a turnaround in the lane by Wagner, but she's held by Corey Gabriel of Stanley County. That's her third. And Wagner will have a couple of free throws. Now, the last two for Stanley County in the regular season for the girls, as the first one is good, are on their home floor here at Parkview. Tuesday night, Kadoka area, we'll have that for you here on KGFX at around 7:30. And then Mobridge Pollock comes here on Thursday night. Second one's good, 61-32. That game will be on Star 99 in Mobridge, the home of the Mobridge Pollock Tigers, so you can check it out on that website on Thursday nights. McGee's lost her dribble in some trouble. Hands it out front to Gabriel, who's fouled as she drove down the middle of the lane with 3:23 remaining. 61-32, Wall on top in a game where they have never trailed. The foul here is on Chloe Fortune. It's her first. Cadence Cusser has now come into the game for Jada for Skyly Wagner, I should say. Jada Cusser is still in there. Hoffman with a left wing three, hit the side of the glass. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Cadence Cusser of Wall. Stanley County shot well early. They're down to 38% now. 3 minutes to play. Wall up 29 as Jada Cusser hands it on the left wing to Alexis Stefan. Her drive in the lane is left short. Battle for that rebound, and tearing it out of the hands is Caden Cusser, and Caden scores. And the lead is 31 with 2:43 left, 63-32 Wall, so a running clock for the rest of this one. Juarez to McGee. She is tied up. It'll stay with Stanley County. Rachel Runge has come in for the bus, the 5'8 sophomore. Macy Paulson has returned to the Wall lineup. Clock runs, 2:15 left in this one. Boys action still ahead. Bounce on the baseline, knocked away from Cadence' hand by Cadence Cusser. Stanley County will keep it. 2:03 left, hand inbounds to Juarez, back to hand, but Cadence Cusser again knocks the ball out, and Jada Cusser will come back in for Wall. And the running clock, since the difference is 31, it runs with 1:52, 1 and 1:50 now remaining. Hand right baseline, 16 on the shot clock. Inbounds, under the bucket to Runge, turnaround, got fouled. Good move there by Rachel. She'll earn free throws. Kaylee Dart, who's back in there for Wall, picks up her first foul and the 14th foul. So Rachel Runge gets a chance to get some points on the board, but missed the first free throw. It's only the third free throw today for Stanley County. They're 1 for 3. Runge will shoot one more. Too hard off the back rim. Hand tried to gain it, couldn't. Jada Cusser did instead. And now the ball's thrown away and taken away by Morgan Hoffman. And the Stanley County freshman hands it to the sophomore Hand with 90 seconds left. Left wing, it is McGee with an 18-footer that's too long, but Runge comes up with the offensive board, turns around that miss. Hand grabbed in the lane, turned around and scores. Cadence Hand with her first two of this fourth quarter. She's up to 8. 63-34 for Wall, and the Eagles' Chloe Fortune is called for a double dribble. Clock keeps running, 1:03 remaining. Boys action just ahead here on KGFX. Our Bauman Lumber player of the game for this girls' game before that. Hoffman down the right alley for Stanley County. Off the hands of Runge. Rachel had it knocked out of bounds then by Wall's Jada Cusser. Stanley County will inbound. Now down to 38 seconds on a running clock. It's into Hand, left baseline drive. Caden scores. From the left block, 10 for her. 63-36 for Wall with 27 seconds to play. Dart hands it to Cusser, who wants a 3, but it's too long. But there's another offensive rebound. Macy Paulson, it didn't go. Yet another offensive board. This one is missing by Dart, and it's out of bounds. It will go to Stanley County, but two more offensive boards on the ledger for Wall. Pass too far for Runge, out of bounds, and that'll end this game. And the Wall Eagles, with a huge offensive rebounding advantage, take this victory and improve to 16-2. Stanley County now 3-15 on our final score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard is Wall 63, Stanley County 36. Wegner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. They've been in Pierre since 1907. Our postgame is next, including the naming of a Bauman Lumber player of the game. We'll be back with that in 2 minutes. This is high school basketball, 1060 103.1 KGFX.